Hello, greetings. This is me again, Zara Jawad. And I have two channels. I just want to make sure and tell you again and again. Hope you remember this. Zara Jawad and Zara Jawad Truth Seeker on YouTube. I'm very active on both channels. I'd like to add something here that this could be injurious to the health psychologically too for the believers, and I realized that, but I did not mention that even my health has it's injurious to my health, but I have to do this for truth's sake and justice's sake. So if you cannot take it, please leave. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to hurt you or harm you in any way. I'm sorry that it's late to say this, but I had to say it, and it's late. So I am sorry about that. But I don't mean to hurt you. I hope you saw my videos. Yes, I'm sorry, I feel guilty. As I know it's been hurting me very much. Maybe in the end it's only death can put an end to Islam in me, as I find out. This is what I think. So I thought I would share this with you. I'm really sorry. As much as I want to give life and not harm people or trouble people, never wanted to. So we, have to, it just happens. And we have to think about those also who are punished in Saudi Arabia and Iran, who are the countries that are Islamic and going on this Sharia law. We have to think of those innocent people. Even though they may deserve the punishment, we may think from our side, we don't know, maybe there's another way to put them in ask them, help them, give them something to, maybe do our best from all sides and do away with these violent punishments like lashes and putting them in jail or cutting off hands and all these things. And hijabis don't even, if they leave their hijab, I don't think they deserve this kind of punishment. I don't think so, and I'm not right now. I cannot convince anyone. I've tried, so please help me convince Iran that if they, it should be on their choice, not mandatory in any Islamic country. So Sarah Heather made a brilliant presentation on that on YouTube. Here you can look at that. And if some ex-Muslims don't tell you this, that this could be injurious for your health, that doesn't mean they don't care. They're looking at many other things too. So I hope God gives you the courage to face the truth, which is, even if it is against our religion, our parents, the Quran, I'd back to that. But I feel that perhaps Muhammad copied it from the idol worshippers, as he copied Allah, the name. It's not original. So maybe we would say, no, it didn't come from Abraham. We don't know about it, that Allah came from Abraham or any Jewish sect or school of thought that we, and even this about who is that Azhar, the one they call it Azhar, the Jews take as the son of God. We are told now we can't find those Jews who used to say. So there's no evidence about it. How can we now verify it? I can't believe in the Imam's only narrations and all that. And also that we have to compare, see if Imam's narrations go with the Quran ayats. If they don't, then reject them. That's what we were told by our Imams. This and what else is there? Yes, and another thing is that I can't show you from this mobile. It doesn't focus well. So in that, sometimes there could be misunderstandings, and in my communication also to you, I make mistakes. So it's better you open the Quran as we study, as I show you, and the commentary section. So, sorry I was not able to do it properly, and this time, no matter how careful I am, I cannot prepare myself, like I said. But mistakes I will make even if I prepare myself, but I cannot. So it's quite a mammoth, it's quite a gigantic work to do, because this is going against my religion. Then things come in my mind. I make connections. Why they took the Ahlul Bayt in chains, captives. Because could it be, like I asked these questions, could it be due to Surah Muhammad? And could it be that they did take some captives in chains, bind them with the binding bond? Surah Muhammad ayat, remember? Just this part. And when you have completely subdued them, so I used to feel, that meekness. When they want to do so much cruelty, I was told, like in Karbala and later on. So I also looked at it like they wanted to completely subdue Ahlul Bayt, the progeny of Prophet Muhammad. And it started much strongly with Imam Hussein and his wives, and so this house. And his children also, but his sisters were there, we were told. So, completely subdue them. Miskeen. Ana miskeen means, I think miskeen would mean also not only poor, but meek. Totally make you, kill your spirit. Something like kill your spirit completely. So that verse in the ayat again, Surah Muhammad. Another thing I would like to talk about is the Bani Qurayza tribe, what they did, and I, with much respect and this thing for Ghalib Kamal, I can't find words because he's made 4 parts, I think 4 or more, but I've seen just 4 parts of them, Bani Qurayza tribe. And so I was thinking that there when he starts and he says how the Jews were and all that, I just keep wondering, although his presentation is brilliant, right, and hard work, very hard work and all this, but let me just say, even if some other person, who is he on YouTube, ex-Muslim, Zafar heretic, about Bani Qurayza. So my question goes that since they were so strong and high in what do you call it, rich, how could Prophet Muhammad overpower them with just a few Muslims at that time? So this wasn't sitting well with my heart. I kept asking, this question was coming up in the 4 parts that I saw from Ghalib Kamal also. Then I got used to it, so I saw later on I saw Zafar Heretics on Bani Qurayza. So I was reading it. There are subtitles there in the video on YouTube. And Ghalib Kamal's is in Urdu. But first time I was like shocked. The only question was coming that how could he how could he do this with, not that he doesn't have the capacity, but how could he do this with a few people? So we would say, that God was with him and that he really didn't do this. But now through the verses, Surah Azab, for example, 60 to 62, and in Surah Muhammad, so I'm finding out that yes, he could have done this. But how he did it, I still cannot figure that out. So maybe when I figure it out, I'll come to give you the answer and share with you when I figure it out. I'll make a audio of it. But to me, the signs are coming, and to me, it is enough now, I think. And I would sometimes want to take a break, but I can't until I settle this. There's no way out. There's no easy way out. Robert Tapper, his song, again, an American song, from the movie Rocky, I think, soundtrack. There's no easy way out. So I have to go through it, even though it's bad for me psychologically, emotionally, physically, it has a toll on me. I have to see the truth and share it because I'm very passionate about this. Justice and, how people cover themselves up. And harm. And in our Shias also we have this, but I don't mean any harm to them. Please don't harm anyone. Let the law decide or let God decide, because here I'm asking, what is the decision of God? What would be for these people who did this? And so let's see. In all communities, people, they're human being, there are these who take revenge and do bad things to children also, and all that, right? So very vindictive people, very treacherous. They can do have us, like for example in Karachi, in Pakistan, also like very vindictive. Like some of them, if they can gang rape because something against you, and they can finish your families. So I'm thinking of those Shias who would be disturbed and would want to kill me. And they themselves don't go with the laws. Let me tell you, like the ones I've experienced, known about them. And then they want to take revenge out on a child even. They don't leave a child. So there are very few, but I've had it in my life. So like if your security is going and all this, I may tell you only the pious ones who are Muslims would listen to this, or even their conscience would tell them to take the right course and go to the law, and so all this. So find an expert lawyer or someone, judge or mediator, who can even have that insight about you that you are lying, and then they can decide the case. So a pious Shia would do that, a true Shia would do that. And then if I'm doing these videos, there will be some Shias who would hate me for just, kind of, shaking up their foundation in their faith in Shia or Islam altogether, right? Anyways, there are these cruel people, psychopaths, covert narcissists, criminals, kidnappers in our Shias too. So, so this could happen, and I'm aware of that. But still, for the sake of the truth and for the sake of justice, for the sake of exposing, so that we know where the truth lies, so that we can, those of us who want to correct ourselves, who want this, even though temporarily we may have an insanity bout, a panic attack, very painful. We'd want to die. Please don't kill yourselves, and take care of yourselves. It's not worth it. So this religion, it's not worth it to take your lives. And live for someone you love. So I wish I could convince you that when it's hurting and I'm saying all these things, to remember, then I also tell myself so I can come out of this pain. Zahra, it's not worth it. But you see, my conditioning, our Shia conditioning for the oppressed, it's been so much. However, I wanted to help out, but I couldn't help others in my depression, right? But that's another thing. I wonder if I can, but just mentioning it. But now, it's not worth it. I see it, I tell myself, but I let myself go through the emotions. Painful. It was painful for those Jews. For example, Hitler. Hitler was a leader, ruler, and he did this in Germany to the Jews. Now, I don't know the background of those Jews at that time, but here, I don't know how, like I've jumped to this, like how Muhammad could do this with a few followers of his. Islam was new at that time. So I really don't know what happened there. And then all disclaimers, like I cannot believe in the Islamic sources, Shia or Sunni. So I had to start from scratch. You know what I mean? From nothing to something, from the Quran ayats and all that. And then go back to hearing about the Bani Qurayza. Because now even if I go to, again, I still keep asking, so that was a reminder, like, how could Prophet Muhammad do this? And you may be saying, no, Prophet Muhammad could never do this, never did this, and they deserved it if this happened to them. No, even like what happened, if the children of Bani Qurayza, no, we wouldn't, no Shia would say this happened. So wherever it's come from, it has not happened. Tabari or our Imams have, but can Imam Ali give us this? That they did this? So we have to find out, read between the lines and do a lot of reading between the lines and getting insights and all that. Hard work. So it's not easy because apparently it's like Prophet Muhammad was the true messenger and Allah helped him, and it was not you who hit them, struck at them, it was Allah who struck at them, and all this. So it's very, very hard, and yet I have to share, and we have to think about what's happening in the Islamic world, the lashes, the punishments, and capital punishments, executions, for hijab also in Iran, and whatnot is going on. We have to correct ourselves. And this is the time, now or never. So that's why I have to do this. And then in detail, I will show you from the Quran ayats. And when I find out, I a little bit had the thing that, jinns and all the psychic powers. Maybe like Imam Ali said, do not go into astrology because that will take you into black magic and all the sorcery. In Najl Balagha, like all these black art things. Maybe he had the power of the devil. But that the atheists will not tell you this, atheist ex-Muslims, when they talk about the Bani Qurayza tribe and all this, what Muhammad did to them. So there were angels we didn't see, but jinns, yes. Jinns I have seen, experienced in my life. They can possess you, they can take you all over the world, they have the power to change your destiny, like move the stars. Our destinies are written in the stars, and the stars don't move, but they can, change your destiny with the power of that. Satan has so much power, but the ex-Muslim atheists would not tell you this. The satanic powers, which he may have used this with a few men to wreck the peace, destroy the pagan Arab idol worshipping Makkah, Medina, Jews, Christians. I don't know why he didn't do much with them, much harm with them. We are in the history also it's not told. Not that I believe in it, but we have Eid al-Mubayala, which the Shia still hold on to and celebrate. And the ayat about it, we connect it with the Mubayala. When they went to meet the Najran Christians, they had a meeting. So Prophet Muhammad brought Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein, Fatima also, all in black, veiled head to toe. So what happened there? You can read about Mubayala, and then the verse on that, and how the Shias take it. Okay, so this. So I'm now completely blank and confused. So these things I wanted to mention, and if I've missed anything here, haven't been able to complete properly, I'll try my best. Even trying is not enough because I still can't. I feel I can't communicate properly. Anyhow, I hope you will. I'm giving you this hard work to see through my mistakes, and as it is, it's hard to see that this Islam is a false religion and Prophet Muhammad is a false prophet, and thereafter the Imams. So, hope you understand. It was unsaid because I used to say that I'm a former Shia. So in those words, what it contains, that I'm also hurting. He was my prophet too. And how I was betrayed. And how 1400 years, since 1400 years, how many of them duped, deceived, betrayed. So hopefully I'll be exposing that, and so that we can all somehow get to Saudi Arabia, Islamic countries. Somewhere we have to start, so that maybe they will take it or maybe we'll be executed, we don't know. But the risk we have to take to save the people for justice, you see, and also those criminals and whoever they are, according to them, the Sharia and all this, to mete out to them something, no punishment like this, draconian, old, very, very hard, but and cruel, but take the way where we can be reforming them, not like what Prophet Muhammad, we are told, has Allah and his Prophet Muhammad, his messenger of Allah did, by grabbing hold of them, subduing them, and this and that. There may be hypocrites in your life, in even the leaders' lives, but the leaders don't have to do this. I think the greatest man greatest leader would withstand all this and even forgive his enemies. A strong, a true leader who is not a coward would not mete out punishments like that. I feel, in my opinion, always a coward does this, okay? And a weak person does this. Like if you would take us rich people, when I was rich, let's say that, they are rich, okay? Like Imam Ali said about the rich. Something he said, I'm forgetting what he said, but this is forgive the rich for their being misers. You see, the more rich you become, maybe sometimes it happens, and sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Not all times it happens that way. There are some rich, generous. There are some rich who are generous, wealthy people. So, but if they are miserly or misers, forgive them, because they have this weakness. We need so many things, and our wants, and then we have to maintain it. And we're used to it. It is now a habit. So hypocrisy also becomes a habit, a upbringing, and then the chain reaction. You influence your children. All this happens. See, so it's a slow process where we unwind from all these cruel punishments and cruel ways of doing things. Although in the Quran it says that be courteous with the hypocrites, so we would say that Rasulullah tried to be patient at times in the beginning, like we were told the Makkan ayats, but then we saw that they were not changing. But I felt even then his Islam was a revolution, not an evolution. If slowly, I felt this, when I saw the message also, but later on in my adult life, when I saw a message, he's sending letters. What is that proof that he has? Even I don't have it. At the age of when I was 38 or 28, when I saw the message again, or 27, my heart was thinking, like, how are these kings going to believe that he's the messenger of God? Okay, first send them the letter and then give them the evidence later, slowly. But I felt that God must have a better way of doing these things. If it has to be an evolution, and like for example, then what happened is I was reading Jiddu Krishnamurti, and you see no one has been after him. Although in the end he had pancreatic cancer, no one killed him and all this thing. Better to go to America and talk like this instead of the Islamic world here. There's another point coming up, because it's not safe here. It's not safe and it's not even safe in America if a Muslim is there who is an extremist, a fundamentalist. What my ex-friend used to say, fundos, fanatics, they can come and kill us. They're not academics. And they won't listen to anything. Very, very stubborn. I've seen people can be very stubborn. So oh goodness. Anyways, we have to take we are taking a risk, but you may think we are, well, my peace of mind is gone now, she's done this. But I've also been going crazy, not only for my personal life, but this religion and all this. I tried to save my mother with prayers and she was not saved. But not that she wasn't going to psychiatrists and all this. She was going to psychiatrists. I just wanted her medicine dosage to be decreased. I mean, it was too much, I could see. And then when you leave it, then the person has these terrible withdrawal symptoms. They're horrifying. So not to be able to travel without them and all this, impediments. So I couldn't save my mother, and not even through my religious faith and belief. And this dua, just read it once, and the effect it could have on you. Angels will be praying for you, like you will receive unknown, unseen treasures. I wanted it straight away, the blessings, because we needed it. That's why. It wasn't like I was demanding it. Humbly asking at first, like Hazrat Musa going to Pharaoh, asking from God, because God has promised us a good life in this world and the year after. We pray for it, and blessings unending. So if I see questions in myself which Shias may be asking, and things like that, leaders, how could Muhammad do this? He only had a few followers at that time. Against such Jewish Medina, city of cities, let's say, if we may call it, or Makkah, how can you destroy India, right? Right now, can Muhammad, Rasulullah, Imam Mahdi come and destroy India with a few idol worshippers and everything? You can't. It's vast and it's got ancient. It will prop up. Again, I'm saying prop. Okay, whether to use pop up or prop up, I don't know. So I have to, no. Just let the dictionary Google engine search be right now, so you can correct me. It will come up later on. You can't destroy that because it came up in Hazrat Musa's time. Later on, you can see. You can't destroy. Greek gods and goddesses, that's gone. The ancient, what else? Latin, Roman Empire goddesses, and that you have destroyed. Yeah, we have the Abrahamic religion has destroyed that. Remember, who was she? Oh, the Bulbul was reminding me of in Karachi. Isabel with Jeremiah and Isabel, or the one who was worshipping the sun. So or the prophetess who was going after the idol worshippers, Isabel, who was she in the Bible, Old Testament. So we destroyed the Abrahamic. Sorry, no, we didn't destroy the Abrahamic religions. Destroyed their prophets, finished all these gods and goddesses. But it's in India. There's some libraries which have books of Greek books, Roman gods and goddesses, books about them written. And philosophers at that time, such great philosophers they had, like Aristotle and all. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to end this right now. Sorry to leave abruptly. And then I will continue with it may be injurious to our health, but we have to see the truth, have the face to have the courage to face the truth. And then maybe that evolutionary, this is an evolution, this is a search, this is a fight, but a good fight, like Paulo Coelho puts it in one of his books. So our fight is, we would like it to be like revolutionary. No, it should be, it's a slow process. I don't know, it should be or shouldn't be. I wish it wasn't like this. So, see, all revolutions have never succeeded for a long term. Only this Imam Hussein's sacrifice. Because of Imam Hussein's sacrifice, I think the true Islam is alive. True Islam or not, I don't know. And a little bit Sunnis, I don't know how they, what is their like how they don't read. I don't know. So I've been wondering, like, why would Sunnis hold on to this religion, Rasulullah? If they read their own books, I think they will just feel disgusted, throw up. Sorry, I don't mean to. Like it is, I would throw up in the first time of it. But we are so indoctrinated, we just can't see. So the Shias blaming the Sunnis that how come they can't see that we are crying for Imam Hussein, and they are holding on to the Umayyad and saying, some of them, Yazid, they say don't curse Yazid. Okay, maybe they won't tell us to not to Radi Allah, no, but they will say don't curse Yazid so much. Why? Don't at all curse. Some of them will try to be diplomatic, but they, but they don't want to curse Yazid. And we're saying, so what is this? We're saying, how can they not? This is the grandson of Prophet Muhammad. And then you give so much high status to the extent that you are actually worshipping the Sahabas. So, really, let's see if I find an answer, right? So, is it a deep indoctrination? We Shia say that without Imam Hussein, I would not have been a Muslim. If I read the Sunni Hadiths, what this prophet was, I don't know. So that's why I have to now. Time and again, I get this kind of a wave of confusion. I think because the allergies have also started, and I am taking these. I have recently tried to take allergic pills like Panadol, cold. It has antihistamine for cold and flu here. So that's why I'm getting these waves of confusion, forgetfulness. Okay, so I cannot, I think for now, I'll end this. And for religion, yes, my videos have been long, 1 hour, can you believe it? And this is like 35 minutes now. So today I'm getting some waves of confusion and blank. Okay, so I'll end it. Thank you very much. I'll continue later.